Hi, the Hakuna Matata family. This is yet another episode, and thank you, please, for watching our videos. And we are happy, like, to chat with you guys. And guess what? Today we are talking about love. Yay! I mean, love. Who doesn't love love, or who doesn't love to be loved? I do. Everyone, I think you guys also do, but I also love. Everyone loves to be loved, but the question is, who is that one most important person like we should love the most? In my opinion, it's ourselves. Like, you have to love yourself first. And in this case, we are talking about self-love. Like, you have to love yourself first before you can like have love for other people. And today, that's what we're talking about: self-love. How do we love ourselves, and how much, and how do we enjoy it, and and everything that comes with self-love. And today I have my fellow self-lovers, so and we'll be talking about our experience. Not actually enjoying, we'll just be jazzing about how do we experience like our self-love, how do we enjoy it, and like, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I have Angel. Hi, Angel. Hi, Billy. Hi, Wizzy. Hi, thanks guys for joining us. So you guys, Billy, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, you
I had a long night, So
Oh my God, yeah.
last night I won an award for
Congratulations.
inspiring people during
Hola,
work.
hola. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I do, and it's all about self-loving. Of course, at the end of the day, it starts with you,
yeah.
not with anyone else. But
Right.
Yeah, that's what we mean about self-love, is appreciating those things that the achievements you have in your life, or you achieve. Some
yeah,
people achieve a lot of stuff and they don't even recognize them, they just pass. And but as part of self-love, yeah, you just have to appreciate everything you have, the little things. So, Wheezy, I know you love life, that's for sure. But like, share with us, how do you exercise your self-love? What are those little things that you do that make you happy?
Um, how to explain this fact? In fact, if you don't love yourself, then you're not you're not normal. I mean,
Yeah,
you have to begin by doing what is good for you, what you think is good for you is the most important thing. And for
yeah,
me, the most important thing first of all is my kids, my family, and then it's my body. Yeah, I have to work out a little bit to feel
yeah,
that adrenaline to feel good. I mean,
yeah.
and then I have to feed the body what it wants to. I mean,
Yeah.
I drink the drinks I want to drink at the time.
Voila. That's,
so that's self love. I mean, then you
yeah,
travel, you give yourself holidays.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
You do
all. Yeah,
all those things that make you happy.
exactly.
I know, but I mean, for me, I think self-love. It start. You have to make a decision. I think, like, you have to say, okay, to decide to be happy. It starts with happiness and deciding to make yourself happy without even requiring or needing anyone in your life to make you happy. You have to
Mhm.
make yourself happy first. So for me, I
I
mean,
know.
yeah, self-love. It starts with you. You have to like literally love yourself first. And Angel, share with us. How did you get there, by the way, Angel? I know if this girl loves life, you
Pardon,
guys.
call.
Hey, how did you get there? Like,
tell us more.
Uh,
Uh,
Tell us more
uh,
because I like people who love life. So tell us.
everyone, hey, Angel, you're here with the right
so
person here.
I don't know about that, but self-love, like you've said, it is loving you. And how I got to loving me is when life taught me, like when you're growing up, you have your parents to take care of you, you have your relatives
Mm-hmm.
to, I don't know, direct you and everything. But as you grow, there is this urge, like we always have a desire to be loved, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you will notice that through different experiences, sometimes we put a lot of expectations on the other people. Me getting to saying, no, I love myself. This is what I'm going to do. I had to make, at least to be deliberate, that I will not wait for anyone to make me happy. I'm not going to sit in the house and wait for someone to call me and be like, hey, are you okay? Are you watching TV? I've sent you chocolates. Like, no one is going
You
to
just
do
want that
that.
chocolate yourself.
So the good thing I realized that early in my 20s, I was like, this is what I want to do. And this is how I plan on doing it. With or without support, this is what I want to do. So loving myself has been, it's like a natural thing to me because I love working out. I love taking care of my body. I love looking good. I mean, I'm those kinds of kids who would wake up every day and you shower and you dress up and even tuck in your shirt and yet you're at home. So
I'm Godwin. I don't know actually about men, but I know mostly it's us women who struggle with self-love, especially if you get to a certain level, like when you have children or you have other people in your life, and they tend to consume you and you lose yourself. But for men, I don't know if men struggle with self-love. I don't know. Maybe from I can I'll hear from you guys. Like Godwin, did you, like, from the word go, were you always in love with yourself, or did you have to achieve it at some point? And when, like, how did you take that decision? Say, okay, from now on, I'll love myself.
I'll say this, yeah. Like you said, we, the men, I think we take long to self-love. But one thing I have to say is I've learned one thing, especially during this time,
Yeah,
during the lockdown,
yeah,
because all the time I was putting people first, not myself. People first. Everybody,
I
like,
did it all the time myself.
yeah, around me, family, friends,
yeah,
whether it's relationships and all that,
yeah,
people first.
yeah,
And then you forget about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing you forget is you don't realize that you yourself, you're becoming intoxicated.
of course, yeah,
But you're very right, Godwin, by the way.
Yeah,
I was like that.
thing you're doing. Either you're drinking because someone has pissed you off, or you're eating unhealthy. You're going, like, someone pisses you off. You go to
yeah,
shop and you buy all these kinds of foods just to make sure that, yeah, okay. Or you give away the money that you have that could have looked after you,
to help someone else.
help someone else.
to
But
make me
that,
feel better. Yeah.
exactly. But for you, you're forgetting about yourself.
Right.
But during lockdown, there's something that really hit hard. And I was listening to a podcast, and this guy grew up with tumors, cancers, and all that. It's called Home Something. I'll share that with you, and maybe you can share with everybody.
All right. Yeah.
And he was talking about you need to think about yourself.
Yeah.
And there's one he said, you need to live life.
Yeah.
You need to live life now.
Right.
Not later, but now.
Yeah.
And I thought about it and I said, listen, dude, you're doing this for people. Next thing you see, you give someone money, the next thing is taking pictures. He's in this bar, he's this, he's that. But you,
Eating
still,
your money.
yeah, I said, you know what? Listen, start looking after yourself, start living healthy. What you're seeing right now is a guy that has been running, looking after himself, eating very well. If you follow me, it's what and definitely what has been.
I mean, I can say that it also took me some time actually to make that decision. It's not an easy decision, but I mean, we learn from, like, what we experience and say, hey, I better love myself first, or I better do something about it, because I know and also this has a lot to do with people we keep around us. Like, you have, if to self-love, if you're in that transition, of learning self-love and blah, 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 you need people like who really support you around you. People who say, hey, you can do this, or a small achievement, are happy for you. But there are sometimes we have like all kinds of people around, but if to choose that happiness, along the way we lose some. That's what I realized. When you choose to put yourself first, we lose some people, and that's okay. I find it okay. In the beginning, you feel guilty, oh, this and that, but I think the more you love yourself, the more, or personally, the more I love myself, the more I find it okay. That if,
about setting healthy boundaries, really.
Yeah. During the journey or during the transition, I noticed that we lose some people, but I mean that's part of the journey. But then you know, okay, but I'm happy. As long as I'm happy, I'm good to go. And Weezy, share with us. Have you always loved yourself, or was there a moment that made you say, "Hey, this is my time. I have to live my life now"?
Of course, always, always. Though I'm not someone picky, like I'll go in for the best things all the time, but of course, I'm first. If I have to do something, it's good for me. Or it's being egoistic. It's being like, or you choose to do what you want. But before I used to do it for everybody, like Godwin was saying. But I had a small click, like just before COVID. By the way, I'm like, no, I'm an artist. I bring in artists here all the time. You know me. So I organize concerts, and you do pleasure for everybody. You buy them everything they want and stuff. Afterwards, they don't give you back what you give to them. When you see them, they so I'm like, so I had a kind of switch in my head. I'm like, okay, no, now it's me. I have to do me.
Voila. Yeah.
I do me first, and when I started doing that, everything started moving. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And I don't even give, because I was. Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
If I can interject,
Yeah.
it's like when, for people maybe who are struggling to know that it's time for them to take care of themselves, they need to look at what they are giving. Because imagine you have a pot of water and you keep drawing out and serving and serving and serving. Eventually it will dry. You will run out.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with love. If you're not putting back the water, if you're not loving yourself, if you're not nurturing yourself, like you cannot give what you don't have. Eventually you'll be resentful. Eventually people will disappoint you. You will become sick, and then everyone, I mean, they're busy in their lives. No one will even remember that you're there. So that's the thing also, like you have to make that decision to put you first and not feel guilty about it, because
that's the point.
That's the big point.
Yeah. To love yourself and not feel guilty. Because I've had so many people like they who have an excuse of not loving themselves. Start working out, or I don't know, whatever makes them happy. But then they have an excuse, oh, I can't do this because I have to be there because my partner does that. And I'm like, you're not putting yourself first to give the other people comfort, and like they even have they excuse that for the other people, like, yeah, no, I can't do that because of ABCD. And I'm like, of course you can't say anything. I mean, this is a decision that has to come from the person herself for himself. But I find it a pity that some people make an excuse not to make themselves. That I find it sad. Like, Godwin, what advice would you give to people like who have an excuse, like I said, people who think they don't deserve to be happy?
Well, sometimes it's not easy to advise people. Reason.
No, like who will watch? Like someone will probably be watching this.
Okay.
And then and he's struggling. He's in the same situation. Wants to be happy. Wants to have self-love, and they don't know how.
One of the things I have to say is don't be afraid to let go of people who are toxic in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? If someone is toxic and is draining you, just relax, let them go.
Not
It's
my
going to be
word.
hard.
No, no, it's true. You're right. You're right.
That's a very good one. I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you have to look after you. You have to
If they
look.
add something on you, they don't add anything anyway. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
let
because
it go.
there are times when people will say, "Oh, I have loved you. I love you. I've done this. I've done." But at the end of the day, you don't see that.
Yeah.
But then you stick there because, oh, and for you, the women, you'll be like, okay, that will stay there because of the children.
My
I-
children.
I know.
No,
Like self-love. This is a topic it's a very common topic that it's talked about everywhere. Like everywhere you listen to, it's about self-love, self-love. But in real life, you don't find it a lot. But
I feel
everywhere
like,
we
yeah,
all self.
people give excuses like
Yeah.
a woman or parents. Let's start with parents generally, no women. Parents, they will sacrifice, and it's a good thing. You're sacrificing for your children.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't understand how a parent decides, this is my 16-year-old. I'm going to buy them the latest car. I'm going to
All right,
buy
okay.
them the latest phone and the latest designer clothes. And for some reason, they themselves do not have anything new in their closet just because, well, I have to please my kids. I have to take care of the kids. Like, yes, you love your kids. We are not disputing that. But how about you? Do you also, are there things that you need?
Yeah.
Do you need a day off? Do you need to go to the salon, do some grooming for the ladies or the men who go to the
Go for
spa?
a massage.
Go for
Go-
a massage. Like, and it's
Yeah.
the easy
Once
things.
every
We are
week.
not
At
even
least for
talking
your body.
about, buying for yourself a plane. No,
Yeah.
it's just the small things. Go out for dinner with friends, have a drink with friends, just to, just to be in
By the
touch
way,
with your
I advise
soul.
you guys, you have to go for massages like once every week.
Are you serious?
It's different.
Are you
Not
serious?
self-love. I mean,
That
for your
is too
body,
much
circulation,
touching of man
being
massaging.
well.
All right,
Yes.
I'll think about that.
But that's good.
No, that's
But
self-love. It's for your body. It's
anything
for
that
your
makes you feel good, why not?
exactly. Yeah, do it
Yeah.
every week. I
Well,
try.
I
Those
guess for me, instead of going to the massage, I'll just go and do shopping for every
I
week.
know.
No, for your body.
Ah.
No. If you
Angel,
go for
you've been
shopping,
spending
you're
this
doing you're making rich those Gucci, Versace, whatever. You're making them very rich. No, but
Mhm.
for your massage, it's good for your body, for your system, for
when
your being well.
go for
So
it.
I think again, self-love. There are those things. What are
Godwin is
those?
saying
I would ask,
something.
like, what are those things you do for yourself?
Angel,
Godwin, you're saying
Angel,
something.
instead of going shopping, what?
Invest in your body.
Invest in your body. Go out for
My
a walk.
food is already invested in.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it?
But
Not
I'm drinking.
materialistically.
I'm
Yes.
drinking tea. I exercise. I sleep for 6 hours, sometimes
yeah, but
7.
yeah.
That's good.
On a
Yeah.
serious note, self-love or happiness, we don't need money to achieve that. Of
Right.
course, money makes the whole process easier, but
Yeah.
we don't need money, like we don't need money or a budget for self-love or
Right.
for happiness. You
Mhm.
have it first is the decision, and then everything will just fall in place. In my
But
opinion
also,
of
one of
what
the
I've seen.
things we worry about, especially when it comes to self-love, it's about what society thinks about us.
Yeah.
Like you said, Angel, you go out and buy a new shirt, maybe you buy something new.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then maybe people around you be like, oh, she's wearing Gucci tonight. Or next time, maybe she's wearing whatever,
Versace.
Versace. Or the next time she's wearing, then people start branding you. Oh, she's this. One of the
Yeah.
I think is whatever people think of you or whatever they say about you, it doesn't matter. It's about you.
You.
Right.
But also, Godwin, when you love yourself and you're in that good place, you don't even care about what people say. If you have reached that level of self-love and you're in a good place with it, what I've realized, you don't care about what people say or people's opinions. I'm talking with my experience, like, yeah, it doesn't matter what people say. Secondly, you don't even feel like hatred for anyone or anything. Like, you're doing you.
The
For me,
point,
that's my
yeah,
fear.
there are people who's, I mean, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Could be a guy who appreciates myself, I love myself, I do things for
Yeah.
me. But then there's that moment where people want to shoot you to get to that level.
Yeah.
And because you're not strong enough,
Yeah.
there. So what I'm trying to say is the moment you get, like you said, the moment you get to that point where I love myself, doesn't matter whatever, whether it's who, whether it's uncles, whether it's peoples or whatever they say, I don't care. At the end of the day, it's just around that. For me, it's you having that. What's the word? I want to get the right
The
word.
confidence.
Thank you. The
Yeah.
confidence that it doesn't matter what you think of me. I am just doing
Me. Voila.
That's it.
Yeah, for me, I'm at that level now. You're like, I'm doing me. Whether you like, but also it puts you in a very good place. You're at peace. It brings self-love brings also so much peace, because the fact that you don't care about what people say, and the fact that you put yourself first, and the fact that you do the small things that make you happy, that makes the whole process of self-love easy. And then you love the people you love at ease. You're not pressured. You're not like, you love, you even have a lot of love and a lot of like all the positive energy to give back to the people you love. When you get at that level, everything gets easier. Because for me, like, I'm at that level, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful feeling. Like, all you have is love to give. But maybe it's still, we don't have to judge people who don't have self-love. It's because probably they don't know how. That can also be the case. But how, like, Wheezy sorry, I'm laughing.
Who's your chair? I
didn't expect that.
He is demonstrating self-love.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Wheezy. That's a good one. Voila, doing what you want, doing you. No, but on a serious note, like, Wheezy, give us also your advice for someone who feels they don't deserve to be happy. There are people who say who feel they don't deserve.
They need to go to a psychologist. They're sick. If you're like at that point, if you don't deserve to be happy, you need some attention of the psychologist. Otherwise, you have some problem in your mind. Otherwise,
to love
it's
yourself.
not normal. It's not normal not to love yourself. Yeah, that's my advice.
Like Wiz is saying, people need to see psychologists, but also I also think we need to get to a point where allow yourself to make mistakes for you to learn.
Yeah, we all make mistakes.
So let's say you've been in a toxic relationship and you want to start another relationship, how do you go about it? 2, if someone once told you maybe you're not good enough, what do you do to bounce back from that? Because the things that people say to us also affect.
Of course,
especially if you're a parent. I don't know if most guys are parents here on this platform, but if you're a parent and you're telling your child, oh, you're not going to be this, you're not going to be that, this child is going to grow up thinking, maybe I'm not good enough.
Right.
My dad or my mom said this to me. So then someone else comes and says, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, but then
that one says, but the other one says I'm not good.
But my mom says I'm not. You're this. My dad says you're,
Yeah.
So
In addition to what you're saying, I really believe in affirmations, and instead of
I'm a
just,
big believer.
waiting for someone to tell you, like ladies, we have had girls and ladies and women who struggle with self-image. Maybe their bodies are not a certain way, maybe their skin color, their hair is not a certain way. And for me, I come from a school of thought of everyone is beautiful. I do not care if they don't have a small waist, they don't have what they. My advice would actually be affirm yourself.
Yeah.
Remind yourself you are created in God's image. For those who are believers, I'm a strong believer. I believe in God created the way I am. That's it. What I have in this season, this is enough for me. So I'm going to be strong. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be kind to others. I'm going to be generous. And I still remind myself, if I do something, I'll be like, yes, you did this. You have shown your strength. Or I cry. Yes, it's in a moment. That means I have emotions, so you have to affirm yourself to really know that whoever you are enough. We need to reach that point of saying, I am enough.
hold on,
But
Angel,
if you're
I
really
am
not,
enough.
sorry,
and
to
Cynthia,
cut you short, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry,
look like
go
you're
ahead.
natural, beautiful women. Yeah.
Thank you.
My question is, and I'm sure, and maybe Cynthia you could do this at one point.
Yeah.
You actually think it's something that I've struggled with as an individual, and do you think women who use, say, too much makeup, based on what Angel just said,
Mm.
do you think they don't love themselves, or they don't believe in, they don't have that confidence
I don't
that
think so.
maybe if I don't, I mean,
They're just adding value.
sometimes you
Yeah.
look at a woman, they have like a ton of.
But Godwin, wait.
Oh,
Wizzy said something very important. Say it again. Wizzy, what did
They're
you
just
say?
adding value to what they have, just to bring
Voila.
it out more.
So Godwin,
okay.
you're
So
starting.
makeup is not really
Makeup is not bad.
really about self. I don't think makeup is self-image. Maybe it could be for some people, because we wear makeup for different reasons. I wear makeup just to enhance a little bit, cover up a scar, cover up
Exactly. That's
a
what I
black
said. Adding
spot,
value.
you
What
know.
is a little bit?
Yes, and that is me. But then there are also other people who are required to wear makeup,
Yeah.
like TV
Godwin.
personalities, like the musicians.
Yeah.
And it's what the world, would say. Also, it's what the world has put out there. You know
Yeah.
that truthfully, people live according to the society trends.
Okay.
So some women might be using makeup all in the name of, I have to remain trendy. I want to be relevant. I mean, I want to wear my MAC lipstick, and when someone is talking about MAC lipstick, I have an idea what they are talking about, But of course, there are those who might be maybe struggling with their skin or what. But I find people who wear makeup, they're just confident. Someone has a personality out there and they wear blue eyeshadow and green hair, and I mean,
Godwin, to add on that, like
Okay.
these are
I
also
know,
other
yeah.
small things that, like when you talk about self-love, maybe people who wear a lot of makeup, that's what makes them happy. Like,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It could be like because it's one of the things that make them happy. And when they wear makeup and they go out, they feel themselves, they feel happy, they feel fulfilled or stuff like that. I mean, we do different things or certain things for different reasons.
Make us
Right.
happy. Yeah.
Round this all up, you people, our advice from all of us or from the Hakuna Matata Talk is love yourselves, put yourself first, choose to be happy, decide to be happy. It's important because once you're happy, then you can, even the people around you will be happy. When you're not happy,
Determined.
it affects the people around you. It affects the people you say you love, because there is no way you can love someone if you don't love yourself.
Exactly.
For me, it doesn't work like that. So that was it from us today. We hope from now on you practice self-love and you love yourselves. Please put yourself first and let love lead. Bye-bye. We see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hi. Okay.
Akume.